What's up, people? It's CJ here. Today I'm gonna give you a tutorial on some basic Sony Vegas effects. I am using Sony Vegas 8. I'm gonna give you a color corrector I used in my most recent upload. You've probably seen it. If you haven't, go check it out. I'll throw a link in. Yeah. So let's get started. By the way, guys, thanks for the positive input. It definitely helps. Yeah, so this is essentially what we're going to be creating here. Make this bigger for you. Let's see. I'm just going to give you a color corrector. First, I'm going to try to show you a couple other things. This is in Spectator. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Actually, you know, in this one, if you do like this does include my part of my gray M40 in it. So if you wanted that, I'll put an annotation like great below somewhere on the screen, and just click on that and go to that tutorial and watch that. It's just how to make this effect. But for now, let's go ahead and let's just sorry. Alright, I was using this clip. Put this clip in. We're just gonna delete the whole audio track. So if you don't know how to separate a video and audio, like I said, I'm gonna try to make this partially a basic tutorial, partially a color corrector tutorial. So if you don't know how to separate it, click on the bottom track the track you want to separate, and then click U on the keyboard, not Control U, just U, and it separates it. And from there you can just delete it, and you can right click, delete track. So now all we have is this. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, because I record with an HD PVR, it has a little crop around it. You can see the little black border only on this side. So I have a preset crop. You just click that, and I have a saved preset crop to get rid of it. If you don't have one, go ahead and just take the time to crop it out, make one, and then you just save it. Alright, so this is what the track is going to look like. Yes, this is the blue sky config. I will tell you, it looks different on my TV, because my TV does have enhanced colors, because I got like a Samsung 32-inch, and it's one of the options you can go in and take up the color settings. So what I like to do to start off with, like basically on everything, scroll down, find HSL adjust, and add in reset to none. Alright, then what I do, I take up the saturation to around like 1.20. Alright, and that helps make it somewhat like what my TV does. So that kind of makes up for some of the color loss just by recording. So I'll do 125 just for this color corrector. Alright, so go ahead, put that in. Another thing, if you're using this effect, you can go overboard very quickly. If you put it all the way up, as you can see, it's like, I don't know. It looks like McCready's gameplay video. So don't go overboard. McCready, like, here's a little tip, don't do that shit. So let's put this down to around like 125. Alright, so that's the first thing. Another thing, just because it helps a little bit, it doesn't, you don't need to add in this, but I just like to. Go to Sharpen, click Reset to None, and change it to, let's say, 0.05. Alright, that barely sharpens it enough. Like, you can make it look like retarded if you take it up too high, so don't do that, but just do like 0.05, just enter, and call that a day. Okay, so now the color corrector stuff. This is one of the main things you do want to mess around with pretty much every clip is color curves. So go ahead, drop on a color curves, and you're gonna get a little box that looks like this. If you've never done this before, here you go. You need to start doing it. Now basically, by default, it opens up as just this line, and what this line controls is just all the colors. This top one controls the light color, so you can make the light colors brighter or darker. So the bottom one does the dark color, so if you want to make the bottom darker and brighter, you can go ahead and do that. But another thing, actually wait, let me just tell you. Alright, so what we're going to do just for this, take the top up a little bit, so like make the curve like that, and then the bottom just bring down a little bit. Just kind of screw around, get something you like. It's going to be different for pretty much every clip you do. So go ahead and do that. And then another thing with the curves to remember, you do have you click this little down thing, you got the RGB, which is red, green, blue, and you can click and change it between like different channels. So say you wanted the red, now you get this like red line, and you can take this red line and make the red brighter or darker. So say you wanted the bright reds to go up higher, you could do it. I'm not going to. Fuck. Hold on. It's not letting me undo it. Ah. Hold on. Timeout. Pause. Don't go anywhere. Alright, so you go ahead, just change your curves, get it something nice. One thing that I'm just gonna do for this clip, for Crash, you might like it, go to blue and just click on the light, and you can see the other lines when you move it, but just like it's normally right there, let's move it up to about there. If you go too far, you know, you get something that looks like that, which I don't really like. So let's go like there. It just helps a little bit. If you want to, you could screw around with the dark, like you can make the buildings look more yellow. I'm not going to. If anything, I'll move it up like there. Alright, so go ahead, try to make your lines look like that if you wanted to. Give you a second, go ahead, pause it. Okay, so that's color curves, and it's already looking pretty nice.